All right. So today I just want to talk about how clarity isn't your problem, but for most entrepreneurs, it's always about avoidance. So understand that whether you are, you're starting out or you're already in the industry, clarity is not your problem. It's almost always avoidance. And, I myself have built a business before what I'm working on now, and I always lack this issue. So, this is really a facade, which is I need clarity. Most people do say this because it does sound smart, but usually, almost always, clarity isn't the real issue. It's mostly the excuses that protects you from the action, and understand that clarity becomes socially acceptable form of hiding for most people. And once again, the real problem is avoidance. You, whoever you are, if you're watching this, you already know what you should do. You know the niche, you know what you're avoiding, you know the uncomfortable action that you should be taking but you're postponing. you know for me, the one principle I've been working on is I will do what is required, and I took that from Alex Hormozy himself, right? And so when you understand that I will do what is required, you are actively pushing away the excuses and you're just starting out. And all you have to do is really just start. The work just needs doing, and you must do what is required. You're not confused, you are avoiding responsibility, and that is going to be on you. We need to really look into why we tend to avoid what we should do. So the thing with human beings is that we are wired to be comfortable, right? You don't want to do an ice plunge, you don't want to do a cold plunge, you don't want to wake up in the morning at 7 a.m. You want to make sure that you're comfortable. That's what our brains are wired to do. We're wired for survival. And so once you have clarity, it basically removes all escape routes. Once you know the next step, basically you cannot pretend anymore. And what leads to this is basically confusion feels safer than commitment. And so all you have to do is start, because once you start, it just takes 5 minutes for me personally to get into the flow state, because then I just know that, okay, this needs doing. So let's talk about a simple fix here. All you need to do from this video today is, if you had to act today, no delays, what is the next step you would take? I have a to-do list on my laptop every single day, but what can help you as an entrepreneur is just write down one thing. Move the needle, focus on tasks that actually move the needle. What are things that actually move the needle? Okay, I can reach out to more people. How can I get the revenue up? I can potentially close one more deal. That's your answer. That's your clarity. Everything else is avoidance dressed up as strategy. And so once you understand that, then you can start making progress to actually move the needle, and not fix into the facade of, oh, the morning routines. Oh, I need to get up, have my black coffee, or, I need to do yoga, or I need to do X, Y, and Z before I start my day. None of that works. That's complete BS, if you ask me. And all you need to do is focus on tasks that actually move the needle, and stop avoiding the work that needs doing. What you lack is confrontation.